Okay.
All right. So, first, um, Jackie and Yasmin, welcome. I am happy to know that you are alive. And, well, let's begin because today we have an interesting topic. We're going to talk about money. All right. We're going to talk about money today.
Okay.
But first, I have a question for you. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Me.
Do you see this money? All right. Cool. Cool. These are dollars. The biggest dollar bill, which is the $100 bill. That guy right here, that is Benjamin Franklin. I think he was like the second or third president of the United States, and he is the face of the biggest bill in the United States. Right now, $100 is approximately what, 2,000 pesos, Andres?
How many?
$100 is like 2,000 pesos, right?
Yes, more or less.
Yeah, it's more or less 2,000 pesos. All right. So, like I said, we're going to talk about money today. And let's open up the topic with this question. All right. Who manages the money in your house? Who manages the money in your house? Okay. So let me explain my situation to you. In my house, I think I told you 1,000 times that it's a house with one, two, three, four floors. It's difficult. Four floors, and every floor has a different family, but we are all like family. And in my house, usually, um, it's 50-50 with the people who manage the money. For example, my uncles, they work and they give money to their wives, my aunts. And then my aunts, they decide what to do with the money, what food they buy, what bills they pay, the things they want to buy for the kids. So it's kind of like 50-50. The men make the money and the women, they manage the money. It's not the same for my grandparents though. My grandparents, my grandma makes a little bit of money and it's for her, and my grandfather makes money and it's for both of them. But my grandfather is very machista. He doesn't really give money to my grandmother, only to survive. And yeah, and me, I manage my own money because I have my own things, and I also give money to my grandparents. So in my case, I manage the money in my house. I make the money and I manage. I pay the bills, I buy food, buy things for other people, etc. Let's see, Jackie, in your household, who manages the money?
My dad and my mom, 50 and 50.
50-50. Okay,
Yes,
cool. They both work?
yes, both.
Okay, great, great. Cool. And Andres, how about in your house? Who manages the money?
Man, that's mm, my money, only me. And in my mother's home and my father's home. I think that my mother manage the money.
It's cool. Great, great. And Yasmin, you?
My mom.
Your mom. Okay. She is the boss in the house.
Yes, always.
Great, great. Ismail, who manages money in your house?
My mom.
Um, okay, wow. All of you have moms that are the boss of the house. I love that. I love that. It's great. Okay, so yeah, Yasmin and Andres, you work. Andres says that he manages his own money. Yasmin, do you manage your money or do you have to give some money to your parents?
Sometimes I give money to parents.
Okay,
My
great.
mom, to be specific.
Okay, cool, cool. Yes, I remember when I lived with my parents, I also needed to give money to my mom and my dad. So that's understandable. All right. So I have some words right here. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in so you can see the words. Tell me if you understand these words. If you understand them, then well, we don't need to see them. Can you see these words?
Yes.
Do you understand everything?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, no, okay. So we're gonna go from the top to bottom. Okay, remember, we're talking about money. So I want you to think about everything that has to do with money. Okay? Hold on, give me one moment.
Hello.
Like I said, everything that has to do about money. This is my piggy bank. I have some coins in here, but I don't really save money. I just use it for like the colectivo. And this is where I try to keep my coins. So, you know, just think about everything with money, where you put your money, in the bank, how you make money, other ways to make money, etc. And the first word I want to talk about, this word right here is, I want you to think about, you know, for some of you, you had a good day on Sunday. For some children, their parents give them money on Sunday, 20 pesos, 50 pesos, 100 pesos, sometimes even 200 pesos, 300 pesos every Sunday. Okay? And in Spanish, it's your dominguito. But in English, it is called your allowance. Okay? It is called your allowance. And in English, we don't have dominguito. An allowances can be whatever day you want it for your children. Okay, here in Mexico is more of a tradition for Sunday, but in the United States and other countries, it depends on the day you want to give. And it's called allowance. Can you repeat after me? Allowance.
Allowance.
Okay.
Allowance.
As a kid, I never received an allowance. I never received an allowance. But my sisters received an allowance. So I'm jealous. I was like, hey, why are you giving money to my sister? You never gave me money. Ah, it's because things are different. Like, what? I never received money. Yasmin, did you have an allowance?
Yes, but from my grandpa.
Okay, okay. Yes. Do you have an allowance? Ismael, Jacqueline, do you have an allowance?
Yes.
Yes,
No.
nice, nice. Ismael,
No, I don't have.
have an allowance. Okay. And Andres, as a kid, did you have an allowance?
Nah, man, nothing. Ni un peso.
Oh, what Jasmine said is true. You know, sometimes your grandmother is like nicer, and she gives you some money. Maybe. Do you think it's a good idea to give kids an allowance?
Yes.
It's a good idea.
Yes.
She learned to
Depend,
save money.
Okay,
it,
okay.
it depends of the kid.
Ismail, you said no.
Yeah,
Why?
because for example, I receive money when every day of my school. I don't know how it's called this.
Oh, so you receive money every day.
Yeah, but it's a little money. And for
Okay.
example, allowance you say is every Sunday, every Saturday, more or less 200, 300, depend of the parents. And I think it's a lot of money for a children, for a child, and maybe is how do you say in Maduro?
Immature.
Yeah, premature for receive some a lot of money.
Okay, okay. But Ismail, when you have kids, do you think you will give them an allowance?
Um,
No? Okay, he's very
I
strict.
prefer boy buy something.
Everything.
Yeah,
Right. Okay. Everybody has different strategies. And maybe it can work, like Yasmin said, to teach them about finances, to save their money, to invest, maybe start a little business, a lemonade stand.
Yes.
All right, great. The next word I want you to learn is this one. Okay. Now, whenever you pay attention to everything, you know, all of the new things, like all the bills you receive, 300 for electricity, 400 for the internet, 300 for the water, 400 for the gas, and you make a list and you check everything. It is called keeping track of your money. Okay, keeping track. What comes in, what goes out. You know, you check it individually. Okay. In the past, I was a bit reckless and didn't keep track of my spendings. So I never had extra money. But now I keep track. I check everything. Okay. Andres and Yasmin, do you keep track of your spending
Me, yes, teacher, I try every month.
every month? Oh, okay, every month. Okay. And Yasmin?
Así pues.
Yes?
Yes, I keep track my money.
Okay, very good. And Andres, I'm glad that you said every month. That that right there is called a monthly budget. Okay? A monthly
Yeah.
budget is the money you have for the month. Okay. For example, I receive my quincena, and I said, okay, here I have da 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 pesos. This week or this month, I need to spend 350 for the Wi-Fi, 300 for the electricity, 200 for water, and 400 pesos for me. Okay, and 2,000 for the food. That is your monthly budget. Okay, here is a good example of a monthly budget. They have the mortgage or the rent, phone, electricity, gas, water, cable, waste, maintenance, supplies, and others. You know, this right here is a good budget. Transportation, entertainment, all right? This is a good budget. Yasmin, do you have a monthly budget?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great, great. It's always good. I'm glad you are good at managing your money. All right, you know, and sometimes we are in those difficult situations where we don't have any money, but we need to buy something. And when we don't have money, but we need to buy something, it is called a loan. It is called a loan. Okay, a loan, you can go to the bank and say, hey, Coppel, I need 2,000 pesos, man. Can you help me? And they give you the money. You know, of course, they check your credit, you know, all that stuff. And then they give you the money and you pay interest. That is a loan. Okay, that is a loan from the bank. But sometimes you can get a loan from a family member. Okay, I do that all the time with my family. I say, hey, can I borrow 500 pesos? Because I don't want to go to the bank right now and I want to eat. I want to go to this restaurant. Oh, okay, here. Okay, I'll pay you tomorrow. It's a loan. They give you money with the promise that you will return the money, sometimes with interests. This is very common when you're going to buy a house or when you're going to buy a car. Does it make sense? Do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
It's when you pay your responsibilities, no, teacher?
Mm-hmm. A loan.
The thing that you need to pay.
Yeah, exactly. A loan is money that they give you for something, you know, and then you need to return the money. A loan. All right. And when you receive your quincena, you know, you should put money away. You know, it can be in a piggy bank. Oh yes, this right here is called a piggy bank. Okay, alcancía, piggy bank. So when I was living with Brittany, when she was living here, our our goal was to put 50% of our income away. We put the money away in the bank. Sometimes we would buy these things called stocks, or sometimes we would buy things and sell them for a higher price. We always put money away in the bank. Maybe, or the old people, they put money away in their beds under the pillow, right? And of course, everybody needs to have a savings account. Andres and Yasmin, do you have a savings account?
No.
Yes,
No. Yes.
yes.
Yasmin only has a checking account. Okay. And Jackie and Ismael, do you have a savings account?
No.
No. Okay. You should get one. It's fun. Stocks and bonds. Okay. Have you ever heard of la bolsa de valores? Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Yes. Those are stocks and bonds. A stock is a paper that represents a percent of a company. Okay? For example, let's say I am the owner of Walmart. Okay, I am the owner of Walmart, and I need $1 million. I need $1 million. I need to get $1 million. Okay, so I say, I am going to sell 1,000,000 stocks for $1 each stock. And so 1,000,000 people, they buy the stock, and voila, you have $1 million for Walmart. Now, why do people invest in stocks? You put money into a stock, okay? Let's take the example of Walmart. You give $1 to Walmart, and maybe if the company does well, in 1 year, they can give you $2 or maybe $3. Okay? That is the purpose of a stock. Now, obviously, stocks are not $1. They are a lot of dollars, and it depends on the variety. For example, the last year, I bought a stock of Tesla. I don't know if you heard about that company. It's called Tesla. And I bought it in December, I want to say December 17th, and it cost me $418 on December 18th, $418. And on December 18th, I sold it. I sold it for $426. Okay? So in one day, I made $8. And the peso is 20. So I made 160 pesos in one day. That is good. That is good. Imagine you don't buy one. Imagine you buy 5 or you buy 10. You will make $1,600. And all you need to do is press a few buttons on your cell phone. That is a stock. Okay? You buy a percentage of a company. If you don't know about stocks and you want to be rich one day, I recommend that you look into stocks. They will help you become rich. It's better to buy stocks than to save money. I don't have any money in the bank. But let's go to the next thing. The next thing, no, I think that's all. We are ready. We are ready for the lesson. All right, girls and guys and gals. Oh, it disappeared. I guess I opened too many. Please open up your book to page 88. Student book, page 88. All right, guys, are you ready?
Yes.
Today is July 28th, 2020. We are about to enter the lesson about money. we're going to talk about money and report questions. Okay, remember last week we learned how to report statements. Okay, that we learned to report statements and to shift back the verbs, the present to the past to past perfect. Okay, and we're gonna do that today, but with questions. All right. Page 88. All right. Ismail, could you please read the instructions for 1A?
Listen and read the questionnaire from a morning magazine. Answer the question by checking yes or no. Then solve your answers. Are you good at managing your morning?
Okay. Put yes or no. Okay.
Unit 9, Material World. Lesson A, Possessions. 1. Getting started. Page 87. 3. Speaking and listening. Who's Page 88. Lesson B. Money. 1.
Can you hear?
Building vocabulary. A. Listen and read the questionnaire from a money magazine. Answer the questions by checking yes or no. Then tally your answers. Are you good at managing your money?
How good are you at managing your money? Go through our checklist to find out. If you answer no to more than 5 questions, then you might need to do something to get things under control. 1.
Do you have a monthly budget and stick to it?
2.
Do you keep track of how much you spend each week?
3.
Do you give yourself an allowance for special treats?
4.
Do you pay all your bills on time?
5.
Do you set aside money each month in a savings account?
6.
Do you have a bank account that pays good interest?
7.
Do you invest money in reliable stocks and bonds?
8.
Have you put enough money away for a rainy day?
9.
Do you pay in cash or by check to avoid charging too much to a credit card?
10.
When you borrow money from friends or family, do you pay it back right away?
11.
If you took out a loan, would you pay it off as soon as you could?
12.
If you got into debt, would you know how to get out of debt?
Page
Okay. Okay, so I want you to look at how many yeses do you have? How many yeses and how many nos? How many no's do you have? I have 4 no's. How about you, Yasmin? How many no's do you have? Andres, how many
5.
no's do you have? Oh, you have 5. Okay, great.
He 4.
4. Jackie, how many no's do you have?
6.
6. And Ismail? How many no's do you have, Ismail?
Hardly old. Hardly old. You know, only
All of
2
them,
years.
all of them are no?
Only 2 years.
Only 3 yeses. Okay, okay. Well, here it says if you answer no to more than 5 questions, then you might need to do something to get things under control. That means if you have more than 5 questions with no, you need to reevaluate your strategy. Now, Jackie and Ismail, obviously, you don't manage money, so it's not a big problem. But for Andres and Yasmin, only 3 no's. That's really good. You are good at managing your money according to this page, right? And now let's put our information in the correct chart. Okay? I do and I don't. What are your money habits? Complete the chart with true sentences. Use ideas from the questionnaire and add your own. I do and I don't. All right. You can use the information from the questionnaire. For example, I do. I do. I keep track of how much I spend. Very good. I do. I give myself an allowance for special treats. A special treat is, something that you want. Something that you want. It can be a big thing, like maybe a dinner at La Mansión, or it can be a small thing, like in my case, I gave myself a treat and I went to the OXXO and I bought a honey bun, roll de miel, a honey bun. So, a treat is just something that you want, okay? Like a guilty pleasure, something that you like, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean it's good, but sometimes you want it. For guys, it can be a video game. For girls, it can be some makeup or, I don't know, some new clothes. Those are special treats, okay? Anything that you want. I pay my bills on time, etc. And for I don't, I can put I don't set aside money each month. Okay. Please complete these charts using information from the questionnaire. Okay. Let's see. Take about 3 minutes. All you're doing is copying. I'm about to put you in a breakout room. So what I want you to do is I want you to discuss these questions in the questionnaire. Okay, these 12 questions. Ask each other, do you have a monthly budget and stick to it? Yes, I do. What is your monthly budget? Like, give more details, like what percent do you like to save? What percent do you do this? How much do you spend on electricity? What is the highest bill? All right. So basically give as much information as possible, of course, if you are comfortable, and try to get more out of it. Jackie and Ismael, you don't really make money because you're still children. So I'm going to put you with Yasmin and Andres. All right. So Yasmin and Andres, please teach Jackie and Ismael a little bit about this. And well, here goes your breakout room. Let's begin. All right. Okay, please go to your breakout room. You have 12 questions, so I'm going to give you 12 minutes. I will see you at 5:40. Did you finish talking to your partner?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay. Andres, what did you learn about Ismael?
Only he did the question, teacher. I only answer.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, in that case, Ismael, what did you learn about Andres?
I learned that Andres have a monthly budget in 62 for a week or for a month.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. And Jackie, what did you learn about Yasmin?
It's difficult to be an adult.
Yes, it is. That's why you need to be famous, Jackie, okay? You need to be famous and leave Mexico. You can have an easier life. Well, Yasmin, did you learn anything about Jackie?
She only this and she doesn't want to be adult.
Just wants to be an adult. Yeah. It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. All right. Well, let's go to the next page, please. Let's see what these guys are talking about. Okay, we're on page 89, and we're going to listen to a conversation with John in the green shirt and his mother with the peach turtleneck. Some words that you're going to see is a market researcher. You're going to see market researcher. A market researcher is just a person who studies the money market. Okay, the person that studies the money market, anything that has to do with money, stocks, bonds, houses, banks, jobs. You know, they study the money. They study money markets. Okay. A spender, a person who spends money. Okay. A saver is a person who saves money. All right. Well, these are some words that you're going to hear in the conversation. I want you to listen and answer this question. I can zoom. What did the market researcher ask John? So I want you to listen, read, and answer that question. What did the market researcher ask John?
89. 2. Building language. A. Listen. What did the market researcher ask John? Practice the conversation.
I was stopped by one of those market researchers today. She was doing a survey on money.
Really? What kind of things was she asking?
She wanted to know whether I was a spender or a saver and how I usually paid for things.
Did you tell her I pay for everything?
No. Anyway, then she asked me how many times I'd used a credit card in the past month. I told her I didn't have one, and the next thing I knew, she asked if I wanted to apply for one.
But you're only 18.
Well, I filled out the application anyway. The only thing is, she asked if a parent could sign it, so...
Okay, what did the market researcher ask John? Jackie?
To know whether a spender or saver.
Yes. Whether he was a spender or a saver, and how he usually paid for things. Okay, and one more thing. No, two more things actually. Two more things. The market researcher asked for two more things. Andres, do you know?
Two more things that if he used the credit card.
Yes. How many times you'd used the credit card in the past month? Okay. And one more thing. Well, oh my gosh, no. Two more things still. Another one is this.
If you want to apply for one.
Yes, if he wanted to apply for one. And she also asked if a parent could sign it. If a parent could sign the application. Okay, these are the things the market researcher asked John. 4 things. I need to write that down. Okay. Ismael and Jackie, please practice the conversation.
Okay. Who is who?
Ismael, John, Jackie, mother.
Okay.
Yes.
I was stopped by one of those market research today. She was running a survey on money.
Really? What kind of thing was she asking?
She wants to know whether I was a spender or a saver, and how I usually pay for things.
Did you tell her I pay for everything?
Oh, no. Anyway, then she asked me how many times I'd used a credit card in the past month. I told her I didn't have one, and the next thing I knew, she asked if I wanted to apply for one.
But you are only 18.
Well, I filed out the application anyway. The only thing is she asked if applying codes and it, so
Excellent. Thank you. And now, Andres and Yasmin, practice the conversation one time.
I was stopped by one of those market research today. She was doing a survey on money.
Really? What kind of things was she asking?
She wanted to know whether I was a spender or a saver, and how I usually pay for things.
Mm. Did you tell her I paid you for everything?
Oh no, anyway, then she asked me how many times I used a credit card in the past month. I told her I didn't have one, and the next thing I knew, she asked if I wanted to apply for one.
But you're only 18.
Well, I filled out the application anyway. The only thing is, she asked if a parent could sign it. So,
Okay, very good. If a parent could sign it.
fine.
Okay. All right. Great. What time is it? 5:53. Okay, okay. Well, um, what this lesson is about is it's about money, and also about recorded questions. Okay. We're not gonna do anything anymore for the rest of the class because it's about to be over. So let's review a little bit about the words from this little questionnaire. Okay. What is a loan? What is a loan? Jackie, what is a loan?
Uh, like Domingo.
No, no, no. Don't say it in Spanish. But it's not that. A loan.
Oh. And you want a new car, a new house, and you say to the bank you want money.
Excellent. Yes, it is that. Okay. Excellent. Yasmin, what is an allowance?
Allowance?
Mhm.
It's like a Domingo.
No, explain it to me in English.
It's when your parents give money on a specific day.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, and that is when you are a child. You know, they give you an allowance, but also you can be an adult, and you make money. Say, this 500 pesos is for me, and that is an allowance from you to yourself. Okay, so it can be like that. Like my allowance, I give myself every week. I give myself 300 pesos, and I buy food with the money or a beer, and that is for whatever I want. 300 pesos for me, or whatever. And Andres, what are stocks?
A stock. Where are this? Where is the stock? The word?
Yeah, the word. It is right here on number 7.
Um, it's like mm, it's when you want to put money in something
Something or a company?
in a company. Yes.
Company. Yes. Like, almost every big company, big Apple, Microsoft, um, Amazon, Facebook, Bimbo, Telcel, all of those big companies, they have stocks, and you can make money on stocks too. All right. All you need to do is get a tax ID number and invest the money on an application. Okay. Basically, you buy a small percentage of the company. Okay. And a the difference between a stock and a bond is a stock is one individual company. A bond is a collection of stocks. Okay. For example, if you want to invest in only technology, then you can buy these bonds that are called FANG, that are called FANG. FANG is Facebook, Apple, Amazon. Oh, I don't remember the N. I don't know the N. But the G is for Google. Oh, the N is Netflix. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. And that is a bond. It is a collection of stocks. Okay? And some people prefer bonds because it's safer. But all right, excellent. Please practice these words by doing the homework on page 68. All right. Do you have any questions for me before we go?
No. Sure.
Oh, all right. So yes, just please do page 68 and be ready for tomorrow. We're going to talk a little bit more about money and how you can make money outside your job. Okay?
Okay.
Well, see you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you.